assuming it was I was assuming it was mislabeled or something. But no, there's just two loves here. That's interesting. Move, box. Curse you, box. Now, Maxwell. The truck is fighting me. It's not really. 57 miles per hour, a blistering 57 miles per hour. I did actually have to pass some folks yesterday, so, you know, we're still not the slowest people out here, but not by much. Certainly the slowest truck out here, but we were slightly faster than a few cars around the Dallas area the other day, so not the slowest person, not quite. All right, so one of the Loves has an Arby's, the other one has a, I don't know if that's a Carl's Jr. or a Hardee's. Same thing, really. Slightly different burger menu. I don't honestly know what they have in Texas for that chain. Like, Montana has Hardee's, but Idaho has Carl's Jr. It's a Carl's, okay. So Oklahoma and Texas have Carl's Jr. But I think Nebraska and... I don't know if I've seen a Hardee's in Kansas. I think Nebraska and the Dakotas both have Hardee's. Interesting line they've drawn with that particular franchise. I'm guessing it was just a case of before the merger, Carl's Jr. had already spread out to here, and Hardee's had kind of already started to spread into the north. Begin work zone. Ah! Not work zones now. I want to see if they actually blew up that bridge last night that they were warning that they put up all those warning signs for. It's like, oh, the interstate's closed ahead. Well, it's not really closed. You just divert onto the frontage road, drive past it, and you're fine. It's just the freeway part's closed. You have a plan. Heck, I wouldn't even be surprised if they'd bypassed the stop sign for the freeway traffic to keep it moving. That's a thing that Texas likes to do when they do construction that requires the use of the frontage roads. I've seen them do that before. So we've only got like 415 miles to do today. Not much at all. We got one fuel stop, and then we're going to try and get nice and close to our customer. Our customer is in New Orleans. Not New Orleans proper, but kind of in a neighborhood to the west of New Orleans. Like Kentwood or Kenwood or something, I don't know. Kenworth? No. The address says New Orleans, so there's a lovely truck stop not too far from, actually no, it's according to the reviews, it's a really dumpy truck stop not too far from our customer, but they charge $5 a night for parking, so that's a fallback we can go to if we need to. Otherwise, I think we're going to go for, there's a Pilot near the way station when you're coming into New Orleans on Interstate 10. So I think we're going to try and park there, which means we need to try and get there nice and early tonight. But it's only 9 a.m. now. We've only got 8 hours of driving at most today, so we'll be parked by 5 p.m. That's the plan, anyway. If we can't get parking at 5 p.m., I don't know what we'll do. We'll have plenty of time to adjust and attempt to get to a different truck stop if needed. There's also another really big truck stop right by the Pilot, but it's also apparently a dump. Of course, if you believe the reviews on Trucker Path, every truck stop's a dumper, so... I suspect we may be pleasantly surprised should we stop at either of those two locations that have such a bad reputation on the internet. I usually am. Generally, if you go into those places with a good attitude, the people there treat you fine. So, I've found that most of the places where people complain about rude employees, it's usually just, you know, largely minority employees and the typical racist truck driver freaking out. Of course, some of the reviews on Trucker Path were overtly racist and not just like subtly racist. So I have a strong feeling that is in fact the only issue there. Is I suspect the other truck stop is minority owned. So I might actually go there anyway. Because personally, I usually get treated better at those places. They're a little more sympathetic to a fat trans woman walking in. CMV inspection station, oh no! Oh, it's closed. Texas has a lot of these and they're never open. Here we are, we're coming up to the closure now. Freeway closed ahead, right. As expected. People behind me trying to pass. You don't have time, sir, really. Oh no, the truck behind me is just splitting lanes to keep people from passing him. Ah! That's funny. No, you are not passing me, he says. Forcing us onto the shoulder before we exit. That's awesome. That's awesome. I feel like that could have been done better. Left lane closed. Well, the right lane's kind of closed too, just to be honest. Still have to do the stop sign? Really? Yeah, the bridge is gone. Looks like they're cleaning it up. That's cool.
450 feet ahead, take exit 552 to I-20 service east.
That's cool. Oh, we don't have to stop. Cool. They blocked all traffic. We don't need to worry about oncoming traffic. There is no oncoming traffic.
0.2 miles ahead, merge left on I-20 East.
That was really smart of them to block oncoming traffic entirely. It makes that so much smoother. That was not bad at all.
43.4 miles ahead, stay on I-20 East as US 259 splits off.
Cruise control reset, and we're good to go. Not every day the company, not every day a state decides to blow up a bridge over the freeway and have to go around it. That was an interestingly unique experience. drop in road quality. Welcome to Louisiana. Bum, 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 bum. We gotta go through a way station first, and then we've got a fuel stop shortly after the way station. So, perfect, perfect, perfect. They're open. Come on, pre-pass. Alright, here's the way in motion. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Truck bypass way station on the sign. What's the free pass say? Yay! Bypass. I forgot how bad this highway was. This highway is notoriously unmaintained. It's almost as bumpy as that dirt road in Colorado the other day.
Approaching flight J number 665 Greenwood, 20 exit 3. 200 feet ahead, turn around, then turn right.
Finally, a fuel stop with DEF. Thank goodness. I haven't filled the DEF tank in like almost a week. Is that good? Are we good on the right? Yeah. Alright, that was a fun Flying J to get into, but we're here. That's what matters. Jackets. Well, welcome back, folks. We are in the lovely town of Natchitoches, Louisiana. I wonder if there's... No, not now, Maxwell. And yes, I know it doesn't look like it's pronounced Natchitoches, but according to a podcast I listened to that did a live show here, Matt Mattingly's Ice Cream Social, go check that out. It's awesome. I support them on Patreon. According to that podcast, they did because we're near Northwestern State University. They did an improv class here, and a couple of other shows from a local bed and breakfast. Words, I know them. They said it's pronounced Natchitoches. And then I just asked my phone how to spell Natchitoches, and it spelled it like that. So I assume I'm saying it right. It doesn't make any sense to me either. Easy, Maxwell. Keep her straight. We also just got passed by a house, which you might be able to see in the distance still. That was exciting. He waited till we were about to go under a bridge to try and overtake me, so he actually needed like half my lane. Which was fine. I saw him going for the pass in my mirror, and I got to the shoulder, so he had the room. I know how it goes. I'm the slowpoke. That's just what it is. Just what it is. I really thought Natchitoches would be bigger, but I guess we're through it already. That's a little disappointing. I was kind of hoping there'd be a truck stop around here. I'm going to pull in and take a photo and send it to my friends. I need proof. I need proof. More proof than just this. No, I think this will do. What the heck is this guy parked in? What even is that? Old abandoned rest area or way station or something? I guess. No idea. It kind of looks like it could have been a way station. Actually, it kind of looks like that might have just been a normal exit because I don't see where it would come back. There's no on-ramp. Wait, that might be an on-ramp. Yeah, there's the on-ramp. Okay, so it looks like an old abandoned rest area then. Just off in the woods. Wow, that is so overgrown. That's amazing. That's been abandoned for a while. course, it is Louisiana, and I understand Louisiana takes stuff back over very quickly when you abandon it. So maybe it hasn't been abandoned that long. I don't know. I didn't realize Interstate 49 had been around that long. I thought it was relatively new. Oh wait, no, I think the thing is, I think this part of Interstate 49 has been around for a while, and then the part they're building up through Arkansas and Missouri is new, maybe. Like, it was supposed to be part of Interstate 29, then they're like, well, it kind of lines up with Interstate 49, and it's south of I-35, so it should have the higher number, even though it connects to I-29. So let's just do that. And so they did it. At least they're trying. They're trying to connect it to I-29. Through central Kansas City, it's still not quite linked. Because the residents there are fighting it tooth and nail. Because for some reason they'd rather have through trucks coming onto the frontage road, driving through town on that, going through their intersections. And it's a huge hotspot for traffic accidents in that city still. Just the number of stoplights on that little stretch where it stops being an interstate for like 3 miles. They've got the right of way. Like it's there. It's ready to be turned into an interstate. There's room for the highway. There's no buildings there anymore. It just can't get permission. It's hilarious. It's just bureaucratic nightmare is what it sounds like. Anyway, I'll see you guys when we get closer to New Orleans, I think. We're 230 miles, so less than 4 hours. Well, actually probably right about 4 hours from our customer, probably a little less than 4 hours. Oh, we're leaving Natchitoches. Goodbye, Natchitoches. Probably a little less than 4 hours from the place where we're planning to park for the night, which is going to be like 20 to 30 miles outside of town. So, our appointment to unload tomorrow morning is 0800. Supposedly the place has overnight parking. Supposedly. I looked at it on Google Maps and I don't know where their supposed overnight parking would be. There's barely enough room to get into the loading docks. So, we're not going to even try. I assume it means just park on the street. Is what I assume they mean by we have overnight parking. And they're like, oh, you know what? I'll just stay at a truck stop with the bathroom and food. Worry about that tomorrow. We'll have plenty of time to get there in the morning. Boop, boop.